Hello Factorio engineers, welcome to part 10 of my Pyanodon's adventure. In this part I will briefly go over the changes I made and give a general status update. First, let's start with the tech tree. Right now I'm researching the technologies that require PyScience Pack 4, and only 3 of them are left. I have been continuously working on this research for about 45 hours, and I left Utility Science Pack research for last. The tech tree is currently 88% completed. My SPM is around 55, and I have a large amount of old science packs already waiting to be used. I will produce utility science packs right here. Bots make my job much easier at this stage. Everything is ready except for one item. I also set up perfect sample production here. Actually, I built a bit more than necessary. As I mentioned in the previous part, producing it for the first time is quite painful, but after that it becomes much easier. Bots handle all the work here as well. Let's also take a look at the previous step of this area. Most of the ingredients are common here, but I didn't want to deal with belts, so I built it this way. Obtaining these ingredients is the annoying part. There are also many common ingredients here, but again, since it's much easier to bring materials with logistic bots, I built everything separately. I also brought liquids in barrels because they were located in completely different areas. Having around 35,000 bots will make my job much easier in the next stage, and you will see that I will produce almost all the new items this way. I built PyScience Pack 4 production next to the other PyScience packs. It is not working exactly as I want right now, but I will fix it. I updated Aerogel production. Since some of the buildings didn't fit in the old area anymore, I built the rest here. I'm also building a new area for salt production. I will expand this further because salt mines are not sufficient. Sodium hydroxide demand is very high, so I had to cover the shortage this way. Since my last molybdenum mine is about to deplete, I am now bringing it from far away. I will add one more train here. I expanded the Slaughterhouse Section a bit more. I built this area to use excess plutonium. I still have a lot of materials to consume, but now I will get rid of them much faster. I completely cleared the old power generation area, and now high pressure steam turbine is located here. My main power source is now MHD Generator. I finally built it and it provides a huge amount of power. Of course, I don't have enough neutron production to run it at full capacity, but still, I won't need to worry about power anymore until the end of the game. I started using this recipe for silicon wafers. This area is entirely dedicated to products made from rare earth ore. Since the old raw coal mine depleted, I moved the coke production here. In the final part, I will significantly reduce the number of buildings and use productivity modules and beacons. Actually, I should have done this much earlier, but unfortunately I didn't think of it. This is also the new area I built for Boron. I placed unnecessarily long rows of buildings here for epoxy production. All of these will be reduced to just a few buildings later. I will use this area for the final stage of plate production. I extended the aluminum plate chain as well. I started using new recipes for all plates. It wouldn't make sense not to use it for aluminum. I did the same for titanium. I still haven't built the required part of this. Honestly, I was too lazy to build new things at this point. Production is sufficient anyway, so I didn't really care. I just stockpiled them. I updated the copper plate station like this. 2 casting units now load directly into trains. This is much faster. One of them produces 157 items per second, and I will increase this amount even more. I will also redesign the other plate stations in the same way. I finally stopped Arcade Queen production. I didn't notice it while playing, and by the time I realized, a huge amount had accumulated. Items that will be needed more in the future are also produced here. As you can see, I bring most of them with bots. For about 1200 hours, I used so many belts that I really don't want to deal with them anymore. I think this is the most annoying part of the utility science packs. Don't forget to use productivity modules here. They are really effective. Finally, let's take a look at the production charts. That's all for now. Thank you for watching so far. If you enjoyed, please like the video and subscribe for more. See you in the next part.